Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the Truthful Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Pageant winner Alexis Smith delivered a very powerful speech about domestic abuse, and she did something very courageous as well. Take a look.
Off the top, Alexis, what will be your vision as the next brand ambassador for the Miss Kansas organization?
My vision as the next Miss Kansas is to eliminate unhealthy and abusive relationships. Matter of fact, some of you out in this audience saw me very emotional because my abuser is here today. But that's not going to stop me from being on this Miss Kansas stage and from representing as the next Miss Kansas. Because I and my community deserve healthy relationships. We deserve a domestic-free life. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I, for one, believe that it takes a lot of courage to call out your abuser right there on stage with him present. And I think it's the audacity of the abuser to actually be in the audience. What Alexis Smith has said is that once she realized that he was there, she was not going to allow him to take her power. She was taking her power back. And she wasn't going to let someone that she was healing from disrupt her peace. So in speaking about domestic abuse, she said, you know what? I'm going to call him out. And I think that was very courageous of her. I think what that will also do is embolden others to come forward. People say, why didn't you say anything before now? Or why did you stay silent all this time? It's kind of difficult to determine when somebody should speak up about abuse if they're telling the truth. Because we all know that there are people out here who will lie on a brother and say that he did something that he didn't do. I think it's a good thing to speak when you're ready to speak. And I do appreciate that she did that. And as I said, this will embolden a lot of people who are listening, who are viewing, to have the strength to come forward as well. We would like to know the name of the abuser, and perhaps one day she will tell us who it is. But again, if he had the audacity to be in the audience, that just goes to show how his intentions were to disrupt her peace when she's trying to heal from the abuse that was, put on her by the hands of him. I truly hope that if there is anybody out there that's suffering through abuse, that you'll have the strength to come forward and, report what you're facing, because no woman deserves to be abused. No man deserves to be abused either. Nobody should be abusing each other. And if you're in a relationship where you are being abused, you have to find a way out. It's just not safe. Especially for the sisters out here, we are seeing more and more reports of sisters being taken out by people that they either are dating, went on a few dates with, and, the man either can't take rejection, or if the woman is strong and thriving and doing well, the man has a problem with that, or it's just somebody that just has anger issues or deep-rooted issues. Based on maybe the environment that they grew up in, the world that they lived in, the house that they, were in. Maybe they came from an abusive household and they've just emulating what they, knew as to be some sense of normalcy. Nevertheless, it is not our responsibility or our job to heal the broken and to be a punching bag for anybody. So I kudos to this sister for speaking up, and hopefully this person that was responsible for abusing her was shamed or embarrassed, or at least at the very least, felt powerless because, you know, he felt bold enough to be sitting in the audience and not really had a care in the world, really, if you think about it. Because if he was abusing her and he felt like he could sit in the audience, that just means that he feels like he is all powerful. And so I'm happy that she did that. And again, I hope that she comes forward and tells us more. I believe that we would like to know who that abuser is so that he can be charged. Let me know what you all think about this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this content. Also download the African Diaspora News app, a platform by our people for our people with wonderful content, and it's exclusive content. So you want to download that app. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel, EA Public Relations. Until next time, please be safe, everyone.